Hello. Now, a question I keep getting asked is, should we keep spending our B2B marketing money when times aren't quite so good? And the answer is, what matters to you most? Getting your bonus this year or next year and the year after? Let me explain why. This is good times where we've got happy, smiley suppliers all flogging their wares to buyers who want to buy it. That's assuming you've got something worth buying. Now, in bad times, there's always going to be a lot of buyers who decide, well, you know what, I'm just going to take my marketing money, I'm going to save it, and I'm going to put it straight to the bottom line because that's the best way of getting my bonus this year. But here's the problem. Instead of 9 different voices influencing buyers, perhaps there's only 3. So those 3 voices have a much stronger chance of influencing those buyers than the 9 did. Now you might say, well, what does that matter? Because the buyers aren't particularly buying at the moment. But here's the rub of it, right? What happens is that you and I buy from brands we're most familiar with. And of course, this makes sense, doesn't it? Because if you think about your career, you want to minimise the risk of choosing the wrong supplier, and you want your colleagues to go, yeah, that's a great decision, isn't it? And of course, so we tend to buy from brands and suppliers we're most familiar with. Now, that's fine, but what happens to those other 6 suppliers we had here who chose to switch off their marketing? Well, it's a bit like this, really. What we end up with is, if we look, well, there we go, quality chalk. So this is time, and this is buyers. If you switch off your marketing, and this is influence, if you switch off your marketing for a period of time, what happens is that your influence over these buyers isn't as strong as those people who've been spending marketing and building that influence over time. Because when it comes back to the better times, the sales teams who are part of organisations that have continued to spend have a much softer ride than those who haven't, because they're phoning up the punters and they're going, yeah, you know about us because, you know, we've done X, Y and Z, we've continued to supply content, whatever it is. But those who haven't will have lost influence over buyers. They'll be back here when those who've kept spending are back here. So there it is. It's all down to what matters to you. Getting your bonus this year, so maybe just saving all your marketing money and dumping it to the bottom line, or whether it's important for you to grow your company over the longer term. If it is, don't stop spending, because now, bizarrely, it's an amazing opportunity, because if some of your competitors have stopped spending, you can get access to buyers and win time with those buyers that they wouldn't. That's it. Bye.